Oh, that's why I'm not a mall Santa Claus. It'd just be too creepy for the kids. Anyway, guys, welcome to an all-new Q&A. After a long week of live Q&A sessions, I think a total of 8 or 9 hours worth, I figure we go back to the roots and do it how we used to do it for at least one video, because there's so many questions here I have to answer. But first, I wanted to tell you guys about an all-new season of Sex Vice on the Soiled Britches channel. Soiled Britches. I like that. It's the only place you'll find dating advice that gets you a win in reality. Just like this. Check it out.
In every three-way, there's always one girl who's enjoying it more than the other. It's your job to keep the balance and make both girls happy.
Talk about educational, and that's coming from a guy wearing a Santa Claus hat. Anyway, if you want more tips and tricks on improving your game, check out more Sex Vice. You can click the annotation right here, link down below in the description box, and now let's jump into your questions. Hey there guys, how are you? So thanks for joining me for an all-new Q&A. It's been a while since we did one of the pre-recorded Q&As, and a lot of people were asking for them. I've been stuck on the live streams lately. That's more me. Like, that's something I always enjoyed, and I think down the road, and let me know if you guys would be into this, I think I'd like to do some kind of podcast. We talk about movies, life, advice, all that random nonsense. Maybe get a co-host here and there every once in a while. I think that's what I would like to do, because I like just to talk. Random thoughts spew out of my melon into your ears. And that sounds disgusting. So anyway, I got a lot of questions here. And, you know, I'm actually, like, talking about that just made me want to do a live stream. Maybe I'll do one after this. But, you know, I felt like I owed it to you to get through some of the questions you guys asked on the last Q&A. And once again, if you have any questions, type them down below in the comment box, and I'll get to them on the next pre-recorded Q&A. Hey Flicky McDicky. What a great way to start it off. The nicknames, they're a beautiful thing, and that's why I appreciate my viewers. What do you and your girl like to do together? Besides the obvious. And I'm talking about arguing and fighting over who does the dishes. I don't know, we'd like to hang out and just watch TV or some random feel-good 1990s movie. Like, for instance, around Halloween time, you watched Hocus Pocus. We're very relaxed around each other. I mean, I've known her since, I don't know, maybe I was a freshman in high school. So, I mean, it's very relaxed, and, I don't know, we like the simple things, I guess you could say. John, do you think of The Kingdom? What do you think of The Kingdom, and we get it on Blu-ray? The Kingdom. Is that the Jamie Foxx movie? I don't think I've ever seen it. I hope that's what we're talking about. Maybe it's not. I could be completely wrong. John, do you ever feel like you were meant for something more than collecting Blu-rays? Yes, absolutely. You know, as far as collecting, I'm not this huge Blu-ray collector. A lot of people think I am. I'm not. I like movies. I like Blu-rays. I do buy the ones and get the ones I want. But as far as collectors go, I mean, there's 100 other guys on YouTube that outdo me every day of the week on collecting Blu-rays. I mean, they have 20 Blu-rays for every single one I have. I just get the ones I like, the ones I want to keep. I don't just buy them to buy them. Yeah, you know, I like to entertain, I like to talk, I like to, you know, my whole thing with making videos on YouTube is I don't want to sit here and act like I'm preaching something to you. I like to feel like I'm talking to you in a conversation. That's just how I've always been. So, meant for more, yeah, as far as a bigger picture, one day I will lead the human revolution against the resistance of robots or zombies. Either one, whatever one comes first. I remember Stick Death, haha. Yeah, Stick Death. Good stuff, man. That was the good days. John, I had a dream where I was doing YouTube videos with you, but I woke up when I realized I didn't live in Indiana. I live in Virginia, near DC, and I have no reason to be in Indiana. Well, what the hell was the dream? What was going on? Were we... Like, how do you not tell me the dream there? Were we running through a cornfield and, like, the sun was setting and it was misty out? You gotta tell me these things. John, do a video on your video game collection. And And who would win in who would win in Yo Mama fight? You or Jeremy Johns? I don't know. He's a witty guy. But I'm witty, but I feel like I'm slightly more aggressive. I don't know. It'd be interesting. I'd like to see that. Hell, I'd be there, so I guess I would. Video game collection. That'd be the shortest video you've ever seen in your life because my Xbox was having issues, so my friend bought it. I sold him. I only had like 2 games for it. Actually, I still have Stuntman Ignition. But yeah, I don't have a video game collection anymore. And as far as continuing on with the gaming thing, maybe, but right now YouTube's kind of doing this big crackdown on everyone who uploads gameplay videos. So I'm gonna wait and see how that pans out. Zombie apocalypse question: Who would you be in a zombie infested world? The good guys doing everything right, even though it can get them killed, or the bad guys taking over the camps, killing the people for the foods, only to keep you and your family safe, basically doing what has to be done? Be honest, John. Okay. Would I be like Rick from The Walking Dead? Probably not. Would I be an asshole like the governor? No. Am I going to be Mr. Do-Gooder? If I can. But I'm also going to do whatever it takes to survive, too. My thing is, I wouldn't want a large group of people because that just leads to issues. You keep it small, you keep it tight-knit, and tactical. So I would be one of those guys always on the move. Scroll down here. Hey, John, what is your favorite Indiana Jones movie? I gotta go with Raiders. You should make a t-shirt and it should say Back to the Flick Cave in Back to the Future style. Would you do it? That's weird you said that because that was the next idea coming. Except it didn't say Back to the Flick Cave. It didn't say that. It said, well, one was gonna say Back to the Flick Pick, but Back to the Flick Cave I could throw that on there. It's a possibility. Good idea, though. Who should play Commissioner Gordon in the Batman vs. Superman? I said Bryan Cranston would be a good Commissioner Gordon if he wasn't a Lex Luthor. Even though he did the voice of Commissioner Gordon once in the animated Batman movie. But off the top of my head, that's who I would pick. Should Pineapple Express get a sequel? In my opinion, I could care less. I didn't hate the first movie. It had funny parts about it, but to me, it wasn't one of those movies like, oh, I want to go watch that again and again because it's my favorite comedy. I could care less if it got a sequel or not. John, are you looking forward to the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix? I think it's in limited release right now. It's one of those movies I will watch. I love Joaquin Phoenix. That guy that's a guy you can buy into some of the roles that he plays. He seems fucking crazy. If you've seen The Master, I think you can agree. What are your thoughts on Paul Walker as an actor? I never was blown away by Paul Walker as an actor. Now, as a guy, as a normal human being, he seemed like a nice guy. He definitely didn't get caught up in all the celebrity bullshit drama, from my point of view. But as an actor, he was always... There were certain movies where Paul Walker could be in that movie, and he was Paul Walker, I think of Varsity Blues and Fast and Furious. Flicky McDicky, another nickname. What are your thoughts on Smosh? I don't watch them. Some of the humor, not for me, I guess. I like a little crudeness, a little dark humor and a little crudeness. But I don't know, it just... They're okay. Good production values. Hey, Johnny Bateman, I'm sorry, my brain just went numb. What are your thoughts on the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End? I like them all. My favorite might be Hot Fuzz just because the action references. John, can you say I'm John from the Flick Pick and I lied about when my next Q&A would be uploaded? But I always tell you I'm lying. Like, I always tell you, maybe. But in all honesty, I didn't lie. The truth be told, I technically did a Q&A within... Did I do one in that week? No, I didn't. I lied. I'm sorry. But I made it up for it with 8 hours of live stream Q&As. Okay? So I broke my promise to a young man, but I made up that promise a little bit later, tenfold. Hey John, can you make a top 20 favorite movie video? By the way, you are awesome. Keep up the good work. I already made one a couple years ago. Did my top 20 change? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But it's like a 20-something minute video. Check it out. It's on my channel, The Flick Pick. So it's a couple years old. Hey John, do you ever smell the inside of a new... Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Of a new Blu-ray box after you open it? If yes, how would you react if you found out that smelling the inside of new boxes actually cause cancer or eventually kills you? I don't know, man. Yeah, but I do smell... I enjoy the smell of fresh plastic. All those toxins just intoxicating my brain. Hey John, I have a friend who thinks buying movies is stupid and a waste of money. How would you reply to that? Fuck them. Do what you want to in life. I'm sorry if they don't want the physical media at their beck and call anytime they want to watch it. In perfect 1080p quality. Do you like Mila Kunis? Oh yeah. Yeah, I do. Hey John, what do you think of my Black Friday purchases? You named quite a few. I'm just going to name a few here. Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance. All good, all good. Argo, cool, okay. Bullet to the Head, wasn't a huge fan of that. Gladiator is a Blu-ray you need to own. As long as it has the yellow barcode on the back, or they re-released another edition that doesn't have that, but you don't want the first release of that movie. That's a no-no on Blu-ray. So yeah, you got some good ones in there, man. John, have you watched Crank or Crank 2 Total Voltage? Yes, I have. I remember watching the first Crank movie. I like when he bangs his girlfriend out in public. Crank 2, it was hard to stomach the whole time. I was like, why am I still watching this? Like the novelty wore off about 45 minutes ago. What edition of Predator Blu-ray do you recommend? The Hunter Killer edition is a no-no. Wait, is that I think that's the no-no because the DNR'd it to shit. Everyone looks like wax figures. I think that's the bad one. There's definitely a bad one and a good one. I don't remember which one is which right now. I don't know. Hey John, if a term was named after you to describe your Blu-ray addictions, what would it be called? A term. I don't know. Johnny Blue Balls. I don't know. I don't really have an addiction to Blu-rays. I truly don't. No, I used to. I've calmed down. I went to rehab for a little bit. I remember back in the day, we used to go, me and my pal used to go to pawn shops. We used to go to, like, I remember a few times in a row, that's when movies were like I didn't own all the ones I wanted, so I was desperately searching around town for the ones I needed. I remember we used to drive to pawn shops. In my city, there was like 6 of them or so, and I remember one day at like 10 o'clock in the morning, we went to all of them. And then like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we went back to all of them just in case they got something new. Those were the desperation days, as I like to call them, but the fun days too. Did you vote in 2012? If so, who and why? I didn't vote for 3 reasons. One, it doesn't matter who gets elected into office. Nothing really changes ever. 2, I'm too lazy. 3 backs up facts 1 and 2. Hey John, do you listen to Sublime or 311? Not a huge fan of either, but I have listened to their music and it is relaxing. Top 5 superhero movies of the year. And you name yours. Kick-Ass, okay. Iron Man 3, I don't know if I agree with that. Thor 2, I can agree. The Wolverine, good. Man of Steel, I agree. I'm trying to think of some other ones that came out. I don't recall. I'm really tired. Here's what happened tonight. And tomorrow I have 3, 4, 5, 7 videos to shoot tomorrow. 7 videos to shoot. I seen The Hobbit, Desolation of Smog tonight. So I'm half awake right now. Wake up, Flickster. That's funny that I just read that comment. Do you like The Hurt Locker? Yeah, but was it overrated? Yeah. Hell yes it was. Do you think there should be a sequel? No, I don't. How much would somebody have to pay to punch your mom as hard as you can in the face? I don't know. I don't know. I think my mom could take a punch for $5,000. I mean, hey John, have you seen Snitch starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Yes, I have. Will you get it on Blu-ray? No, I won't. You should. Top 5 Pixar films. I think I've named my top 5 Pixar films before. John, your videos are funny. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you. Hey, Flicky. What are your thoughts on... I already answered that. Hey... I already answered that. Keep going here. John, you are my personal hero. Well, thank you. And in my opinion, one of the best YouTubers out there. Keep up the good work. My question is, what do you do if you get rejected by a girl? I act like I wanted to get rejected, and I make her feel self-conscious about herself and make her question why she rejected me, and then I act more successful than I really am in life as I stride away. That's what you gotta do. Hey John, are you still going to do the top 10 worst comic book movies of all time? Yeah, it's on the to-do list. Right now I'm just in a very... I don't know, I'm in a place where I'm tired all the time. I'm always tired. Does that make any sense to anyone? I feel like I have mono, but it's not mono. Maybe it's laziness, but it's not laziness either because I still get motivated to do certain things. Anyway, huge fan, man. You're one of the funniest guys on YouTube, and I can't wait to pick up one of your Flick Pick t-shirts. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you do, anybody who does, make sure to send me a link to your video wearing it or a picture, and send me your name, and I'll give you a shout out in an upcoming video. You need a fish tank or bearded dragon to complete that room. A fish tank would be nice, except I would neglect the fish and they'd probably die. But a fish tank would... if I won the lottery and I became like a super rich millionaire, I'd definitely give you guys some great high quality content and videos. I can promise you that. First of all, the Flick Cave would be the Flick Lair. And I'd be sitting down there. I'd have a big tank behind me with sharks in it. I'd be sitting in a big leather recliner with a shaved cat right here. A hot chick I hired from Hooters over there in a bikini just behind me. What would she be doing? She would be... I don't know. Maybe she'd have a flashlight. She shines it at the camera. Every time I yell, lens flare! And she just shines it at the camera so there's a little lens flare on there. So that's what would happen in my life. How often do you check out Blu-ray deals on Amazon or Costco? Never. Actually, never, really, to be honest with you. I kind of I like to be surprised. Hey, John, what are your thoughts on The Breakfast Club? Love that movie. I mean, it's got all these stereotypes of kids, and in some way or another, you can kind of be a mixture of all of them, or at least in my opinion, I'm a mixture of Emilio Estevez and Johnny. John, I ordered the Buffalo Bill shirt and it hasn't arrived. I've been waiting weeks for it. Well, that was posted 2 weeks ago, so hopefully you got it. They do offer you a tracking number on that website. What's that movie you can watch every day? Mine's Hot Fuzz. I don't think there's any movie I can watch every single day. I mean, every day, I mean, you gotta watch movies that you're in the mood for. I mean, watching movies are an experience and they're an expression of emotion that you want to watch visually. To kind of stimulate your senses to give you what you need sometimes. Sometimes you want dark and weird. Sometimes you want happy-go-lucky. Sometimes you want badass action. So as far, there are certain movies that combine a lot of those elements, like a movie like, for me, would be like Batman Begins. It has so many of those elements: drama, emotion, action. As far as the comedy spectrum goes, there's some comedy in there. It's not like a laugh riot by any means, but could I watch it every day? No. So I can't answer that question. Hey, Johnny Boy, have you seen the TV series Arrow? No, I have not. Have you heard about the new TV project called Gotham? Yes, I have. To watch a show based on Gotham City that doesn't include Batman, I don't see it going for more than 1 or 2 seasons at the most. Who should play Supergirl? Not sure. I don't think they're gonna throw Supergirl in there now. They're gonna have Wonder Woman, and that's possibly who was in that pod on that ancient ship that was in Man of Steel. Hey, Ben Affleck. He spelled it Affleck, Afflick. Clever. I like it. You say you like Fast Times at Ridgemont. You ever notice Nick? Yes, I did notice Nicolas Cage in Fast Times at Ridgemont High working in the restaurant. At the beginning of the video, you were hinting at Tommy Boy. You're right, but not this video. Hey, Johnny Sizzle. Would you be willing to do a review of the new Walking Dead episodes like you did with Breaking Bad? No, and I'll tell you why. Maybe I've said this. Oh, we've been talking for a while here, and I'll tell you why. It gets tiresome and becomes an obligation every week to do it, and I'm all about avoiding obligation. I'd rather just watch them, enjoy them. But I will do one. I did one on the mid-season. It was unedited, and I kind of just rambled on for 15 minutes. But either way, I did it. And I will do one for the final episode. So, and the thing is, in my mid-season one, I said maybe it came across like I was complaining a lot, even though I really like the show. But in my opinion, I think the best judgment you can give someone reviewing something that they actually like what they're talking about, but even though they give a lot of negative complaints about it, that's honesty. I mean, there's nothing perfect. I could pick my favorite movie of all time and find some kind of complaint here and there. And now we're getting off topic. I'll answer a few more, and then I'm going to wrap this up here. Hey, John, what are some of your favorite conspiracy theories? There's one about reptilians ruling the government. Some of the good ones: 9/11 conspiracies, the moon landing, the JFK, the New World Order, which kind of almost falls into all of the ones I just mentioned in a way. What's another one? I know there's something else there. Oh, some random weird one. I don't know. I think that sums up all of them right there, really. Government suppressing technology and reverse engineering from alien spaceships. Now that I do really agree with, because I'm sorry to say, I feel like well, this is a fact too. I mean, the government, technology-wise, is 20 years in the future, and they're kind of sandbagging what they're going to release, as they always have. And so You know, like for instance, you have the technology for plasma TVs existed in the 1960s. Right? We didn't get plasma TVs until the 2000s. Is that not crazy to anyone else? Am I the only one listening? Hey John, I was wondering if the world was coming to an end and you had 24 hours to do anything you want, what would it be? You know, I'd like to say go out and have fun and party and all that fun stuff, but in reality, I'd probably just lay in the fetal position watching Point Break. I'll answer one more question here. Hey Don John, thoughts on people torrenting movies? Doesn't bother me, doesn't affect me personally, doesn't matter to me. Do whatever you want to do. My opinion on why I don't do it, though I have a few times for movies where I needed to watch it, couldn't find it, didn't own it, and just kind of wanted to see it just to see it. And that's very rare. But my thing is downloading movies to watch them. You know, you can stream them on your TV or watch them like that. But the quality is never there. I mean, you can download a 1080p movie, and it's not 1080p. It's never going to be perfect quality. And to watch a movie, a spectacular, awesome movie, and I'm going to dedicate my time into doing it. I want to watch it the best possible way I can with great audio, great picture quality, because why watch it any other way? I mean, it's a visual experience, so why not get the most out of it? And a torrented movie never truly will be as good as it can be. So that's just why I don't do it. Now, as far as downloading music, yeah, I'm every day. And only because, in all honesty, it's a pain in the ass to find legal MP3s to download with the music I want. That's the problem. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up. So anyway, guys, I figure we got a good grasp on some of the questions from this Q&A. So anyway, guys, yeah, more live streams coming. I'm slurring my speech, and I'm wearing this. I think I'm going to try to wear this every single video on this channel until Christmas is over. Because you only get to wear these one time a year, and I got to at least get as much Santa Claus hat in as I can. So anyway, guys, ask more questions down below. We'll answer them sooner or later. But the important thing is we will answer them. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.